Hey everybody, and welcome to my life lately. If you're new here, welcome. I am excited that you're here. And if you're returning, thanks for coming back. So it's a late night, of course. As you can tell, I poured myself a glass of wine instead of some coffee. So I am shooting at night. So I'm hoping you guys are okay with that. Let me know if it is an issue in any way, but it is the only time that I have available where my kids are not either crying or just getting in my way. Not necessarily in my way, but more just like talking in the background or whispering in the background. So, yeah. We are going to be planning for the week of the 23rd through the 29th. So, we're not at Halloween yet, but we are still in the Halloween spooky theme. So, I am going to be using this Coffee Monster Co. Sweet Monsters mini kit. Now I have already used it. I believe I've used it last year around Halloween or on Halloween. I cannot remember. It's been such a long time, but this is what I have left of this kit. You guys can see that. I think I'm going to be using this for next week as well, so I'm probably going to be saving some of my favorites for next week's spread, but I do want to use these. And then I also have some of my washi from the October and the December monthly kits. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see that, but yeah. So I figured this would be fun to throw in if needed, because otherwise I might forget they're in my collection. And I might even throw in some of this. You guys are gonna have a hard time seeing it, I think, with my light on, but it is a pink foiling kind of sampler thing going on here. This is from Scribble Co. Back when I used to get a bunch of my stickers from her. I was an Erin Condren girl for forever, so a lot of these are meant for the Erin Condren. But this is like a pink hollow almost. Like I see a bunch of purple sheen in there as well, so I think it's fun. We will see. And I also have these washies that are for sure going to be in my spread for this week. This is, I think, the Sweet Monsters washi from the Coffee Monster Co. And this is the bat bows with the holographic foil from the Honeybee shop. So we're gonna go ahead and start with laying down my washi at the top for sure. And I'm going to be using this one for the top. So I will speed you guys through that, and then I will begin the rest of my planning. Alrighty, so now I'm going to actually throw this washi strip, which is from the October 2023 monthly set, I guess you could say. I really like the light pink and the slight blue it has at the very bottom. So we are going to throw that down here at the very bottom. So today my daughter had her two-month appointment, 2-month checkup, I guess you could say. And let me tell you guys, it did not go very well. Hold on while I get this washi tape ripped. It did not go very well. I feel like a terrible mom. Honestly, I forgot to give my daughter some Tylenol before her shots, like I did with my oldest, Kalani. And You guys, she was in a ton of pain, and it made me feel like a terrible, terrible mom. I know I shouldn't feel that way, but I do, and it just makes me really sad. I'm going to go ahead and throw this at the very top of my sheet up here. I guess you could say it is the to-do area. So with this, as you can see, there is just the tiniest amount of extra space. I'm actually going to use that with the to-do header. I think I'm gonna go with the pink one. Or the gray. No, I'm gonna do the gray. So yeah, her appointment went well, but I messed up. It was a mom fail for sure. Oh well, you know, I think it is what it is, and I'm going to learn from that mistake by not doing that ever again. So for the full boxes, I want to use this one for sure. And I'm going to put that right here. I have to like line it up with this side first because I can barely see whether or not this is the middle because of how folded over this planner is. It's okay, guys. We'll make it work. So yeah, I did a late night run to Walmart to get her some Tylenol, and I felt like a crazy person because I was in and out of that place 2 different times, because the first time I obviously grabbed the Tylenol, and then I was like, you know what, while I'm here, I might as well grab some dog food and some things on my list for like my grocery list that I hadn't gotten when I did some grocery shopping. So yeah, I'm going to use this holographic like weekday thing from washi, not thing. This weekday washi from, I believe it is Simply Gilded. I got it, you guys. So this one says Tuesday, so I'm of course going to put it on the Tuesday. And yeah, so I went back in for dog food, and I had both my daughters with me, so of course it felt chaotic because I'm trying to control one's crying and the other one like wanting to run away from me. But it ended up being really good. And then this weekend was fun. I went to my mother-in-law's house, and we had the baby shower, which was so much fun. But now we're home and enjoying being home. As much as I like being away, I am such a homebody that like I miss my home the second I leave it. I do want to thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel. It really, really, really helps me out a lot. And for those of you guys who have never seen my channel, my name is Kylie. I am a mom of 2, obviously, by my conversation so far. I am a wife. And I have 1 dog and 2 bunnies. My dog's name is Toka. He is 7 years old. And I have 2 bunnies. One is a boy and one is a girl. They're in separate cages. And I have Bean, which is the boy, and Java. That's the girl. I'm gonna go in with these little number stickers from the same little package / kit, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the right numbers for this week, or this spread, I should say. So I think it's the 23rd through the 29th. Let me double check though. Yep. So I got my handy dandy tweezers so I can pop these numbers right on that little heart there. So I'll quick do that and then I'll be right back. Okay, so now before I forget and start doing a bunch of other things, I'm going to darken up these lines here with the Tombow brush pen in N75, and I'm just going to use my Coffee Monster code ruler to just go ahead and do that real quick, and then I will be right back again. Alrighty, so now that that is done, I'm gonna go in with my Tombow brush pen in the hard tip, and I'm going to write the days of the week and the coordinating date numbers along the side here. So I'm gonna speed you through that too, because I'm a really slow writer and I don't want you guys to feel like I'm taking forever. Okay, so now that I have that done, I'm gonna go ahead and start making my sleep tracker. So I will zoom you guys in a little bit. So yeah, going to the store with 2 littles is not for the weak. Let me tell you. Kinsey's doctor's appointment went somewhat good, I guess you could say. She's got to go back in 2 weeks because her weight was not looking the way they wanted it to be. And so that was a little terrifying, but other than that, her appointment went well. She's looking good everywhere else. I am a very small person, and I think that kind of just runs in the family here, because I, for the life of me, cannot gain weight. I mean, I can sort of gain weight. I think I was at my heaviest about 2 years after I had Kalani. So just before I got married. I think I was at my heaviest then. And I wasn't even that big. I prefer my weight to be the size that I was then. And so seeing myself really skinny again is really upsetting. But I think it just runs in my blood because my grandma was really small. And I think that is why Kinsey is running a little smaller. I'm not 100% sure. But I'd like to think that it's genetic and not something worse. I'm going to go in with the Tombow in the hard or the soft tip. Why do I always get them confused? The soft tip to write sleep. So hopefully you guys can see that. Because I need as much sleep as it gets. Alrighty, and so yeah, other than that, her appointment went well, and my mom gave me a bunch of groceries today because she was closing up her second home, and she didn't want to take them home with her, so she just sent them home with me, which is really funny. And I gotta love her for that, because that was really helpful for us, at least, to have a bunch more groceries in the house, at least ones we don't normally have. I'm trying to think of what I want to do here. I know I need my no spend tracker, so let me find that real quick. I think I'm going to use this darker pink. I think that will be fun. And I want to stick it right here, but then I still feel like it's just missing something in this spread. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw down some of this bat bow washi to kind of break up the space a little bit here. And this week that I'm planning for, I don't really have, what? That was weird. It like stuck up. I don't really have a whole lot planned for this week, which can be a good and a bad thing. I also have decided I might throw in some of these. So let's stick this down. Oof, that was a little lopsided. So I'm going to at least get 2 of the bats in there. And then re-rip this side because I did that a little lopsided. And I want it to look even. I think I have a couple bills due this week. Well, not necessarily bills, but like subscriptions that are due. I think I'm gonna add the little popcorn emoji. That's cute. And then I think I'm going to include these little bows here. Right up at the top. And this, be cute up here. a little lopsided, but it's cute. And I think I'm gonna go in with this little book as well. There. Do any of you guys like podcasts? Because I love podcasts. And I feel like I've been watching a lot of podcasts. Or I mean, listening to a lot of podcasts lately. It's honestly super nice to be listening to a podcast. Alrighty. So now I'm going to do my dirty diaper and my wet diaper log, and then my feeding log, which I think instead of drawing lines, I'm going to use these to kind of, I think this is what I want to do. To spruce it up a little bit. Well, for sure, I'm going to use the same N75. No. I'm going to go in with the pink 761, and I'm just going to block off my little section for marking in the dirty diapers and the wet diapers. So I'm going to speed you guys through that because I'm actually going to do it up here at the top, and then I'm going to do my feeding log and then my to-do list. Sound like a plan? Let's go. Okay, so I used the Pentel Energel Clenna in 0.3 to write in wet and dirty, and I did that for the entire week, so that way you guys didn't have to sit through me write them one by one. I'm a really slow writer. I think I've already said that to you guys, but I feel like you guys would just be bored out of your mind watching me write really slow. So I did that real quick for you guys. And then I'm going to go ahead and make my feeding log. So I'm going to take a drink and then we'll start on that. Okay, so I've actually decided to do my to-do list first, so that way I can gauge better how much room I'm going to need to use for the feeding log. So this is an old kit from Scribble Prints Co. that I never used these to-do list trackers then. I guess I used one of them. So in order to make up for that one that's missing, I pulled in another one. I literally have so many extra kits. It's kind of ridiculous. So I can't tell you what kit this is from, but I'm not even sure if her kits are still like this, where you have 7 to-do list heart banner things anymore. But yeah, so I think I'm going to use the black one and these color tones over here. And I'm going to use the black one for Monday because I think it just stands out so much better. And then, before I start speeding you guys through this, I'm going to use one of these as like my header, and then I'm going to use my to-do stickers on top of that, because that just sounds really pretty. I am going to need to get some more to-do stickers sometime soon because your girl is running low. Oh, and the reason I stopped the time lapse is because I do want to mention that soon I will be going back to work, which I think I may have mentioned already. But if I haven't, I'm going to go back to work and I'm going to work quite a bit of hours. So my me time will be more of the late at night ordeal. And I'm hoping that's okay with you guys. I'm hoping that this is decent quality, at least at night. And I'm hoping I can keep up on posting my weekly Plan With Me's every Sunday. That's kind of my goal, is to have them up on Sundays. Pretty soon, though, when I do start working, I won't be needing to do the feeding logs anymore. And I might not even use the wet and the dirty log either, because I won't be with Kinsey throughout the day, really. So yeah, so this whole setup is going to change at some point, and we'll figure out kind of what I'm going to do when that time comes. But until then, I'm just going to go with the flow, because that's really all I can do. I'm going to go back in with the Tombow brush pen in N75, and I'm going to mark out where I want my feeding log to be. Ooh, you know what I should have done first? I hate that I do this sort of thing on the first one. It'll be okay. So my whole plan with this is to have these little corner pieces be my guide. And this won't look too bad because I picked out a thin one for the top. And then I'll do this one for this bottom corner. Oh. And then I'm going to use my little pen and I make my lines. This is not going to be perfect in any way. So if you're here for perfection, just click off, because I just strive for good enough on this channel. I was gonna ask you guys something and now I cannot remember what I was gonna ask you. I don't remember, but I'm thinking that looks cute, and then I'm gonna write in feeding log right there. What do you guys think? Comment down below if this is fun, because I kind of like that little change of pace as far as my lines and whatnot goes. Now it's just deciding which one of these little corner pieces I'm going to use for each. Oh, how many did I skip? 1, 2, okay. Throw that one here. I kind of like the big ones at the bottom. Okay, so today when I was at Walmart, sorry, story time, I found a few things for my daughter for Christmas. So I, of course, went ahead and bought them without her realizing that I bought them, so that I can go back and gift them to her for Christmas. And when I was at TJ Maxx killing time this morning, I did the same thing. I found something that I liked, that I knew Kalani would like, so I went ahead and I purchased it, so that way when Christmas time comes around, I'm not scrambling. Am I the only mom that does that? Or are any of you guys like that? Comment down below if you guys Christmas shop really early, or do you guys wait till the last minute? What do you do? I prefer to not scramble when Christmas time comes around, because I don't like feeling pressured, especially when everyone else is Christmas shopping as well. Like, things go off the shelves so quickly, it's ridiculous, and I cannot handle that stress. So I start shopping like as soon as I'm thinking about Christmas. And no, I'm not getting rid of fall in any way, because I am such a fall girly that like my fall decorations are up for forever. But I definitely don't want to scramble when it comes time for Christmas. So I am a big, okay, if I see it and I can get away with her not noticing, I'm gonna go for it. I really like this one. This one's really pretty. And I like this one as well. I'm gonna pop that one right here. This one's not really a corner, but it's still really cute, so we're going to use it anyway. Why not, right? I really like this crazy swirly one. So yeah, I found, she is obsessed with Gabby's dollhouse, and the thing that I found at TJ Maxx was something that Amazon was charging way too much for. So when I saw it, I was like, I am not about to pass this up, especially when I will probably be wanting to purchase it for her come Christmas time. So yeah. The other day, my daughter, well, actually it wasn't the other day, it was like almost 3 weeks ago. My oldest daughter let both of my bunnies out at the same time. So you guys know how bunnies are. So I'm hoping and praying that that's not what the case was. And I'm hoping that they just missed each other and didn't see each other. But, oh my gosh. If I end up with baby bunnies, I don't know what I'm going to do. I cannot keep them because I already have 2, and I'm just now getting around to changing up their litter situation, because their current situation is a piece of, like, it was untreated wood. It was like this thing that I bought off of Amazon. It wasn't cheap. It was like $60 for this little feeder slash litter box capo. And it's super cute, but when they pee on it, that thing holds a smell like nothing I've ever, had before in my life. So I'm finally updating their litter and hay arrangement. And I've had them, for like 2 years now, maybe 1 year, at least a year. And yeah, so I do not need baby bunnies in my house. And I definitely don't believe that breeders should breed bunnies all the time, because there are so many in like pet stores and whatnot that are just not getting the life that they deserve. And people are going out and buying baby bunnies because they're cute, and then they go to like, the same place a dog goes to when somebody just decides one day they don't want their dog anymore. It's heartbreaking. So I would feel very, very, very unhappy with myself if I let baby bunnies reproduce in my care. So if we have baby bunnies, just know that I am not okay with it, and I'm very upset about it. But, what can you do? 4-year-olds don't really understand what male and females do together. At least, yeah, you know what I mean. Whew. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Tombow Finesque brush pen in the hard tip and go ahead and write feeding. I'll probably not be able to fit feeding log in here unless I write really small. So we'll see. This one's going to be my trial run, but I'm going to go ahead and speed you guys through. And yeah, I'll be right back. Alrighty, you guys. I think that is going to conclude my weekly spread. I do really, really like how it turned out. And I looked at my calendar and I realized that my bills were due the week that I'm currently filming this on, not this week. So I don't really have any major to-dos for next week that I know of. So I'm going to leave this blank this time, and maybe something will come of it. I don't know. My life just seems very bleh, kind of boring, nothing really fun going on besides a bunch of cleaning. I love to clean. I'm actually kind of crazy about cleaning. But I do need to film a Hoya, like one of my plant care videos on my other channel. So I will leave that link below if you do want to check out my planty channel. I know a lot of you guys here do not have plants, but if you do and you happen to like watching plant videos, I will have that link in the description box for you guys. That is going to be it for my plan with me. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!